everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Riya and today I'm going to share with you some tips that will help you as a visual learner to retain more information in your brain. Throughout this video, I'm going to talk about what makes you a visual learner, how would these tips benefit you as a visual learner, tips to achieve top memory retention speed as a visual learner, and lastly, some actionable steps that you can take right after this video because I know you're procrastinating. So firstly, let's figure out what would make you a visual learner. First of all, you struggle with the traditional method of reading tons of text and listening to hour-long lectures. You're really good at visual imagery. You prefer to be organized and you like study methods which are visually appealing. And lastly, you're more spatial aware, which means that you can easily mind map, you can easily grasp concepts of geometry, and you normally think in pictures. If you think you've related to one or more of these reasons above, then that would make you a visual learner. So let's now see why using these tips as a visual learner would benefit you and increase your memory retention speed. So visual learning is a unique style where students use images and diagrams and spatial understanding to absorb the information given. Through research, I also found out that 65% of students remember visual information more than reading or listening to lectures they heard after 3 days of studying. As a visual learner myself, I also struggled with absorbing information through dense reading and hour-long lectures, which made it quite overwhelming for me as well as ineffective. So let me show you some ways in which you can integrate these tips into your study sessions that would increase your memory retention speed and allow you to get more after your study session as a visual learner. Alright, so the first tip that I've got is called mind blurring, where you use the mind map and blurring method at the same time. If you don't know what blurring method is, it's basically scribbling down all you can remember on a piece of paper and then taking another colored pen and filling out the things that you fail to remember. Using this method with the mind map method is quite powerful because as a visual learner, it would help you connect dots and visualize the topics as well as organize the information in your brain. So all you need to do is set a timer for 10 minutes and draw a mind map, preferably for more than one topics, using a single colored pen. After 10 minutes, take another colored pen and fill out the parts that you failed to remember. This method is great to use for visual learners because of two reasons. Firstly, it will help you understand, connect topics and organize information in your brain. And secondly, using the blurting method, you can identify any gaps in your revision beforehand. Next is arranging your notes into pattern than using simple note-taking methods. So imagine you are in a lecture and your lecturer is just throwing information at you while you're scribbling down all you can without understanding. It's just a waste of your time, your energy, and frankly paper. Unless you're doing it on an iPad, which is just waste of storage. I've got 4 note-taking methods that you can use. The first one is the sentence method, where you listen to the lecturer attentively and visualize the information and only write down the main key points in your notebooks in just a sentence. This is a good note-taking method, but it can be challenging to review these notes later. The second one is the outline method. The outline method allows you to break down complex topics by its level of hierarchy into a much more logical structure. This can make the topic more easy to understand and retain when revising later. The third one is the Cornell method, which is quite popular in note-taking, where you divide your page into 3 categories. The first one is where you write all your main points. The second one is where you write more details into the points, and the third one is where you write the summary. This method is quite beneficial if you want to retain more information and increase engagement with your note-taking, as well as customizable to fit your needs. And the fourth one is the charting method, where you can use tables, boxes, and grids to organize your data into an understandable way. This method can be quite useful for subjects such as science and history, where you need to compare and contrast data. Next, I would definitely encourage you to include symbols and sketches when taking notes or making flashcards, because using sketches or symbols such as exclamation mark, question mark, or stars can associate the image with the information, making it easier for you to remember as a visual learner. Next one is using colors to highlight. Of course, you have to be strategic with the colors, so you don't want to use same color to retain different types of information, because as a visual learner, the color you use would associate with the type of information. So for example, you can use red to highlight key information, green to highlight date. So to reduce confusion, make sure you don't mismatch colors even in different subjects, because in your mind the colors are associated with certain type of information. If you find something difficult to understand in your study, such as a fact in biology for example, just simply visualize the answer. You can make it into a story or make anagrams and mnemonics using the answer to help you retain the information quicker than the simple cramming method. And I've got an additional tip for you as a visual learner, is to make sure the area you study is tidy and eliminates all distractions, colorful distractions. So if you've got posters on the wall and colorful stationery all over your desk, it would be quite hard for you to focus on your studies where you highlight and are trying to retain information using colors and diagrams. So make sure you take all the posters off for some time when you study and your desk is clean and color free. And now for the last part, some actionable steps that you can take after this video so that you can stop procrastinating and get your work done. First thing you want to do is pick one or more topics that you find difficult to remember and start mind blurting. Make sure the method is timed so that it is easier for you to not be carried away and see what information you can retain in set amount of time. Second one is decide what colors you want to associate different pieces of information to, which will help you be prepared for when you're taking notes in the lecture or when revising. And the third one is to make sure you clean your desk and eliminate all possible distractions such as colorful posters or colorful stationery, so that when you're revising, you're full focused on what's in front of you. And that is it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and comment down below if you already use any of these tips as a visual learner. I'm so proud of you for taking this step in your studying journey. Stay tuned for more.